Join us for a look back at some of your favorite stories of 2012, like the dumpster dog, who we are happy to report now has been adopted, a wallaby who has made the leap from being a wild animal to a household pet, and the three-legged dog who travels with her comedian owner. No joke. It's all next on Pet Pals TV. It's Pet Pals Christmas Show.
Oh, that's why the tree is here.
There's a tree there. And look at that. Louis is actually larger than Santa Claus.
He's big. He's a big boy, yes. He's been really good, too.
Oh.
He hasn't been naughty at all.
You're on the good list. All right. We've got a list of sort of things that we've done over the year that we think you might like to look at again, some best of moments, and also an update.
We do. And for that, we're going to bring in, she's trotting in here.
I'm trotting in here.
Mary, welcome to Paul and Patty's living room.
Why, thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
You know, Buffy recently had the story about what we've called the sort of the dumpster dog, and we've got a good update on that story too.
Yeah, fantastic update. Clara from the Southside Animal Shelter, the dumpster dog, got a wonderful home. That story was such a big hit. If you missed it, here it is. Hey guys, this is Miss Clara. Miss Clara was recently discarded into a dumpster similar to this one and left to die. Good Samaritans found her and got her into safe hands. This is her story. She was only 3 weeks old and was left to die in a dumpster on a bitter cold night. But her luck completely changed when some Good Samaritans heard her light whimpers and rushed her to the nearby Face Clinic for life-saving treatment. Near death, the staff at the Face Clinic used a warm incubator and needed oxygen to save this precious girl, now named Clara.
She was cold. She was very cold. We couldn't get a temperature on her. I mean, her body temperature was so low it wouldn't register on the thermometer, and her gums were gray, and that really speaks to her state of shock. I mean, she was in real trouble. She was in hypothermia.
Once stabilized, the Face Clinic contacted nearby Southside Animal Shelter about fostering this fragile girl for the next phase in her gentle recovery.
Luckily, she's still with us, and we're going to be looking for a home for her in a few weeks when she's big enough. We think she was about 3 to 4 weeks old, and she'll get her vaccinations and she'll be spayed before she goes to a new home.
And life is already looking much better for Miss Clara.
Well, her outlook's pretty good because she's in a foster home and she's getting good food and a lot of good care and love. And so we don't really know what breed she is. She's little now, but she may not stay little. So we don't know if she's a Chihuahua or a Pit Bull, and we don't really care.
As seems to be the trend, Clara's foster mom was also smitten with her at first glance.
She was just laying there looking too cute to leave behind, you know. And then they told me what had happened, and that broke my heart.
Good people, all coming together to do the right thing for this puppy in need and inspiring us all. Well, Karen, I'm going to hand her back over to you because you're her foster mama. If you're interested in this little baby, please contact Southside Animal Shelter. She is going to go very fast. Keep in mind, there are a lot of other dogs and cats that need your home, a forever home. This is Buffy Pine with Pet Pals TV.
This is Zan, who's on stage sometimes, and this is Sally, who's in this bag sometimes. Confused? We'll explain coming up on Pet Pals.
Do you have a love for animals and want to turn that passion into a career in a growing field? If the answer is yes, then the Veterinary Technology Program at Harrison College is for you. This exciting and rewarding program is accredited by the American Veterinary Medical Association. Flexible day and evening courses offered at 2 of our convenient campuses. This comprehensive animal patient care curriculum enables students to gain practical hands-on experience utilizing the on-site kennel and surgery suite. Start your enrollment today. Classes are forming now. Harrison College, career-focused, success-driven.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, hi, what's
your name? You live around here? You're pretty. Where are you guys going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Guess it's about time to get you fixed, sweetie.
Your pets will start getting noticed sooner than you think. Accidental litters lead to millions killed in shelters each year. Help prevent more. Fix at month 4.
The Milano Inn, proudly serving Indianapolis since 1934. Thanks for making our summertime fundraiser, Pasta for Puppies, another huge success.
Hi, I'm Gina Lagrada, owner of the Milano Inn. You helped us raise thousands of dollars for local area animal shelters, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now we invite you inside to enjoy the finest Italian restaurant in Indiana. And then we'll see you back on the patio with your puppies this spring.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Karen Roseborough, and we're proud to be your Pet Pals TV realtors.
We have loved critters all our lives. We want you to feel comfortable taking your pet into the perfect home. Contact us at RE/MAX, Jim and Karen Roseborough.
The spouses selling houses.
And we'll find the right one for you.
Well, you want to look like the people on Pet Pals TV? Like Patty and even Louie.
Oh, go to our website and you can order. It might make a nice Christmas gift.
I would do that right now, petpalstv.com.
Pet Pals continues from Indianapolis, Indiana, the home of the world-famous Crackers Comedy Club, its Broad Ripple location. I don't recall ever seeing a dog on the stage headlining before. But
she might be the first one.
That's Sally, and that's Zan.
Zan's a nickname. It's because my brother couldn't say my real name when I was born. My real name is Gus.
Last name?
Ofterhide.
Yes.
Ofterhide. Zan Ofterhide. And Sally Ofterhound.
Zan and Sally travel together. Sally would be the dog. Zan would be the professional comedian.
Yeah, yep.
And here's the thing. Sally doesn't stay home when Zan's on the road.
No, Sally comes with me all the time. Sally's been everywhere from Mexico to New York City. And yeah, she's a great traveling dog. She's the best.
And the thing about Sally is that Sally travels around with 3 legs.
She does. She travels around with 3 legs. She's a little dog, so she's easy to travel with. She's only 9 pounds. Well, she was 9 pounds. Now she lost a leg, so she's 8.8. And she got in a car accident. So I told her not to text and drive, but now, dogs. So
you've had Sally for how many years?
Like 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
And you had her for a while back when she had all legs, right?
Yes, she had 4 on the floor when I got her, when I rescued her. My friends call her Tripod or Lucky. She loves traveling with me because I don't have a day job anymore. I'm a full-time comedian, so if she wants to sleep until noon, we're right on the same, schedule. She hasn't been on stage yet, but I think you're inspiring me to bring her up on stage to see what happens.
And of course, there's, you have to handle hecklers, things like that.
She'll bark their face off.
Can she be kind of tough if she needs to be?
She's an awesome bodyguard. If she doesn't like somebody, she'll let you know.
Well, you can see Zan. She's all over the country. What's a website that we can find out more about you?
ZanComedy.com.
And...
Of course they hi.
Oh!
Of course they hi.
So, Sally, it was nice to meet you. Zan, we'll see you online and on stage.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun.
Thank you too, Sally. All right. Don't you go anywhere. There's more Pet Pals coming up.
And when we come back on our special Christmas episode,
It's a wallaby, a very unusual pet.
If I stop smiling, call 911. Oh, cook too long in the desert sun. Oh, please roll me over. Check me for life, but don't bury me till I'm done. If I go crazy, don't you call me insane. That just wouldn't be fair. If I feel like jumping, I might scream out your name.
This Humane Society of Johnson County segment on Pet Pals TV is made possible by Dreyer Reinbold Subaru.
Dreyer and Reinbold Subaru of Greenwood on US 31 South and at DreyerReinboldSubaru.com.
Closed captioning for Pet Pals TV brought to you by Relay Indiana and In Track featuring the Caption telephone phone service.
Working in TV, I've met and interviewed celebrities on the red carpet and other well-known people. I'm very comfortable in front of the camera. It's the telephone that was intimidating. Because of my hearing loss, I couldn't hear well on a regular phone. Now with my Capto phone, I'm making contacts in a busy world. My Capto phone allows me to read what the other person is saying. Try a Capto phone. It makes all the difference when you see what you're hearing.
It's still hard to believe Oliver just ran away. Why take the chance? Invisible Fence brand keeps tails wagging safely in the yard and off the streets.
At shelters, you'll discover healthy and loving animals just waiting to become a part of your family. Why wait? You can make a difference in the life of an animal. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person and adopt your new best friend today. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
And now we're going to check in with a wonderful reporter of ours. Joy Hernandez has done some terrific things for Pet Pals TV.
It's not just cats and dogs anymore.
No.
Pet, nothing personal. Cover his ears. But she is sort of, she's carved out that specialty of getting behind the scenes and getting into some interesting, pet and animal worlds, like a wallaby.
Ooh, let's check out the wildlife.
Now 2 years old, John got Irwin from a private zoo in Tennessee when he was 5 months old. This Bennett wallaby is named for Steve Irwin.
And he definitely is a conversation piece. You ever have those awkward moments with somebody be like, well, I have a wallaby.
When Irwin's out on the town, he gets plenty of reaction.
A guy walked in and saw him and was like, oh, I gotta stop drinking.
We were walking out and one of the cops was like, hey! It's like, oh, wait, all right, we might get in trouble here. He's like, can I get a picture?
But a wallaby?
I can't stand the really annoying yappy dogs, so I was like, well, he doesn't make any noise, so that's good. And mostly just through all the stories, seemed like a really great idea.
John had taken a trip to Australia, where he first met wallabies. He returned to Indiana and began to do his research.
In Indiana, you have to have a permit for an exotic pet, unless they're on the non-aggressive list, which wallabies are, kind of like ferrets and some other exotic animals that you commonly see as pets and whatnot.
The laws vary by state. Some states outlaw pet wallabies altogether, and even in wallaby-friendly states, they may not be for everyone.
He's got his quirks.
I always say he's a good mix between a dog and a cat because he's not a loner like a cat is, but he isn't so attached to you like a dog is. He's not following you around everywhere you go and craving attention.
But he's got quite the personality. He's a lot of fun.
John and Stephanie wanted Irwin to demonstrate his wallaby door, a screen he hops through to get back inside. We set up a camera and waited, but in true wallaby fashion, Irwin had his own ideas about showing off. Oh well.
He is very strange, but he's adorable.
Wallabies require a special diet, a fenced-in yard with lots of exercise, a large litter box, and plenty of socialization.
And you got to understand that they're a little bit more work. But if you're willing to devote all of that, then yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good pet.
There, got him. Joy Hernandez for Pet Pals TV.
We're back on our special holiday edition of Pet Pals TV. We were trying to work the family in on this episode because it's Christmas time. We saw Buffy earlier and Joy, and why? Look, it's Dr. Kathy.
Hey, Paul.
Merry Christmas.
You too. Oh,
look, he's little licious.
Dr. Kathy. Now, who's this little guy or little girl?
She says, I'm a little girl and I like to give French kisses. You better be careful.
Mom, good word.
That's right. Lots of fun. And if you watch this episode, we'll talk about presents we can share with our pets for the holidays, including this little cutie.
Let's take a look.
Today we're going to talk about some gifts for our pets for the holidays. Not just the dogs and cats, but even horses. So what about our equine friends? How about equine botanicals? Not only is there a hoof conditioner, which is great this time of year when their hooves are dry, but some salve and a great conditioner for their mane.
Along the lines of some grooming product, we have Vintage Doggy Spa, has anywhere from lavender, which is delicious, to a wonderful holiday spice. Shampoo, conditioner, and a yummy spritz when we want to feel fresh and our dogs to smell great. How about something to chew on? Mine need to chew all the time. Elk antlers, wow. They're a little pricey, but my dogs, I have 9 right now, have had a elk antler this large and it's lasted 6 months and I have that much left. They're doing a great job. What about the kitties? Catnip. All kitties like catnip, but they go through those toys like crazy. Let's make our own. Get some socks from the Munchkin that are too small, and let's put a little catnip in there, ball it together, throw it for the kitty to play with, and when it's time to move on, wash it and have a new cat toy. So how about some treats for the holidays, because we all like snacks. So jerky, one of the things we can get for ourselves, which is also for our pets, is a dehydrator. You don't have to spend a lot. You can do one as easily as $15. Some chuck steak makes Louie my friend. Here, Louie. Oh, Boo-Boo.
Boo, look.
Here, Boo-Boo-kins. Oh, Boo-Boo says that's yummy. And the other thing to share, blankets. I have a girlfriend who says every pet for her in her house gets a new bed, a new toy, and a new treat. So we've got the treats, toys in the antler, and then how about a bed? You can get these already cut or make your own. This one's awfully cute. My daughter has it most of the way knotted. It's a great blankie for her. She could stuff it on the inside, make it a dog bed, and how's that for a great present for the pups for the holidays? Get the cats in on it too. I'm Dr. Kathy with Pet Pals TV, and thank you.
The story of prison greyhounds coming up next.
Well, you want to look like the people on Pet Pals TV? Like Patty and even Louie.
Oh, go to our website and you can order. It might make a nice Christmas gift.
I would do that right now. PetPalsTV.com.
Scout and Zoe's want to give you a treat every week. Sign up as a member of PetPalsTV.com to get the weekly dish. Sponsored by Scout and Zoe's allergy-free pet shoes. Fetch some today at ScoutandZoe's.com.
Do you have a love for animals and want to turn that passion into a career in a growing field? If the answer is yes, then the Veterinary Technology Program at Harrison College is for you. This exciting and rewarding program is accredited by the American Veterinary Medical Association. Flexible day and evening courses offered at 2 of our convenient campuses. This comprehensive animal patient care curriculum enables students to gain practical hands-on experience utilizing the on-site kennel and surgery suite. Start your enrollment today. Classes are forming now. Harrison College, career-focused, success-driven.
I believe that home is where your pet is. That loving an animal means never giving up on them, never letting them go.
I believe that when you adopt an animal from a shelter, you're saving not only one, but many lives.
And that when you spay or neuter your dogs and cats, you help decrease the number of homeless animals.
That it's time we do all we can to save the lives of homeless animals who are counting on us, because every dog and cat deserves a place to call home.
I believe that I found my best friend in a shelter, and that you can too.
We believe that together with Best Friends Animal Society,
we can bring about a time when there are no more homeless pets.
please visit our website at ambassadors.bestfriends.org to find out more.
And our special holiday show continues. So far, good news. Louie has avoided the Christmas tree. If you know what I mean.
Oh, and it's real too. Whoops. Louis, stay away. Good boy.
It's real. We're artificial. Right?
There's something to be said for that.
Well, we're spending some time around the holidays, kind of looking back at some of the our favorite segments over the season, the last year, and also some of the more interesting ones. Also,
the stories that you think, well, maybe this didn't start out so happy,
right?
But it certainly has a lot of good points to it. Steve Schweitzer, our photographer, and myself went to prison and checked out some greyhounds who are being taught to be good pets so they can be adopted.
Greyhounds, they love to play and run. These dogs are retired from the track. Now they need to learn skills so they can be placed in permanent homes.
Sit.
3 greyhounds initiated a new program at the Putnamville Correctional Facility in Greencastle, Indiana recently. It's called, appropriately, Prison Greyhounds.
Each dog has a team of 2 specially selected inmate handlers. These men in prison for nonviolent offenses are dog lovers and are teaching the greyhounds to be pets.
Time for bed. Time for bed. Bedtime.
The goal of the program is really just to domesticate them, to get them used to living with people. They've been around 400 dogs their whole life. So all they do is they race, they sleep in kennels. They're not used to being around people, so just kind of getting them used to that. Getting used to be loved on, teaching them how to sit, lay, down, how to leave things alone.
Good boy.
And giving the men an important job, something to do.
Pretty much kept to myself in prison, talked to a few people and things, but so when they talked about this program, I was one of the first ones to sign up. I signed up for it real quick. I was glad I was accepted.
And for some, this program has given them the opportunity to expand their knowledge about canines in general and greyhounds in particular.
They're the oldest breed of dogs. They're the only dog mentioned in the Bible. The Egyptians used to worship them, and there's an Egyptian god named Anubis, which is a greyhound. And they'd be buried with the Egyptian kings would be buried with their greyhounds when they passed away. So they're, real interesting dogs.
In fact, it seems to be good for the whole prison population.
We're rehabilitating not only the dogs, but we're rehabilitating the gentlemen in here too. And it's doing a great job. You've got guys in here that have been in prison for years and years, and they said, I haven't been able to pet a dog in years, and get a hug. You don't get hugs in prison, okay? And to be able to come up and hug a dog and just get unconditional love back from them is something that just, these guys, their eyes just light up.
The organizer of Prison Greyhounds is pleased and has high hopes for its future.
The thing that surprised us is that our superintendent, Stanley Knight, he's great. He loves the program, and he told us that he would already be ready for us to even double the number of dogs. It's good for the whole community. Someday these inmates will go and be released into our community. It's good for the families of the handlers because they get to see what it's like to be proud of their sons, their fathers, their brothers, their loved ones. They get to see them be almost a hero to a dog, if I can use that word. So it's a win-win.
And the dogs gain training and socialization skills necessary so that they can be adopted. And yes, all 3 were adopted. The Prison Greyhounds program offers hope for the dogs and the inmates. It's a new race for a new life for everyone. We're at a small town in Indiana, a bookstore with the bookstore cat. I'm holding Rascal. That story's coming up on Pet Pals TV. Yes.
Hello, Dad? It's been a long time.
Really sorry about that. I couldn't hear you over the phone, so I stopped using it.
How are you able to call me now?
It's this new phone.
Caption telephone service uses voice recognition technology to show captions of everything your caller says.
Before CapTel, I missed too much, including you.
Learn more at capteloffer.com.
Do you have a love for animals and want to turn that passion into a career in a growing field? If the answer is yes, then the Veterinary Technology Program at Harrison College is for you. This exciting and rewarding program is accredited by the American Veterinary Medical Association. Flexible day and evening courses offered at 2 of our convenient campuses. This comprehensive animal patient care curriculum enables students to gain practical hands-on experience utilizing the on-site kennel and surgery suite. Start your enrollment today. Classes are forming now. Harrison College, career-focused, success-driven.
Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Karen Roseborough, and we're proud to be your Pet Pals TV realtors.
We have loved critters all our lives. We want you to feel comfortable taking your pet into the perfect home. Contact us at RE/MAX, Jim and Karen Roseborough,
the spouses selling houses,
and we'll find the right one for you.
Charlie always waited faithfully for you. But now that he's lost, it's you waiting for him.
Put your mind at ease. Invisible Fence brand keeps tails wagging safely in the yard and off the streets.
The Milano Inn, proudly serving Indianapolis since 1934. Thanks for making our summertime fundraiser, Pasta for Puppies, another huge success.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Gina Lagrada, owner of the Milano Inn. You helped us raise thousands of dollars for local area animal shelters, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Now we invite you inside to enjoy the finest Italian restaurant in Indiana. And then we'll see you back on the patio with your puppies this spring.
We found a place, though, where there's always a cat hanging around.
And this particular cat really likes people and apparently really likes the camera too. Rascal, the bookstore cat. A quaint Midwestern town and a picture-perfect bookstore on the corner of Main Street. And like a page out of a nostalgic romance novel, here we find Rascal, the bookstore cat.
I was visiting the Humane Society of Indianapolis about 3 years ago, and before I even went in, because I knew I was coming out with a cat, I said, "Do you have a Maine Coon?" And they took me straight to Rascal, and he has been the bookstore king ever since. He lives here all the time. Here is peaceful for him. He's a very complacent, friendly cat, and I like to keep it low-key, so he's no stress.
Shannon and her husband Rick and daughter Delaney love Rascal, but they are huge pet lovers with a slew of other animals at home on their farm.
At our house, we have 3 dogs, 37 chickens, more cats.
But Rascal, the bookstore cat, is by far their most celebrated critter.
There are 2 things people say the first time they walk in the door. One is, "Wow, look at all those books." The second thing is, "Wow, look at that big cat." And people who return, the first thing they say when they walk in the door is, "Where's the cat? There's the cat."
So the next time you crave a book, a real book, and a throwback to old Midwestern hospitality, make a trip to Knightstown, Indiana, and stop by the Cobalt Blue Bookstore and say hello to Rascal.
I tried to get my accountant to let me take him as a deduction, and he laughed at me, but honestly, Rascal is the best investment I have ever made for the bookstore. He draws in so many customers. They love him. Nobody's ever complained. Nobody's ever complained.
Step back in time with this novel approach to time well spent with a good book and a great cat.
We have a reading area, and he'll park on your lap. The children adore him. And I have had so many people tell me that if they're having a bad day and they come sit down and Rascal comes and sits on their lap, everything's better.
Well, what's Christmas without some presents, huh? You ready?
Okay.
Santa.
Thank you, Buffy, for...
Buffy Santa.
What is this? What is this?
Well, what if you want some of these? Where will they find them, Paul?
I'm just happy I'm still on the crew. Go to petpalstv.com for all of our gear. That's petpalstv.com.
Even Zuri has a bandana.
Very, very nice.
Zuri, and we do want to thank Zuri's owners, Dr. David and Lydia Moody, for hosting us in their beautiful home today.
Yeah, it looks great.
It is beautiful. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We hope we stay in your homes for many more years to come. Even in dog years, that's a lot.
That's a long
Dr.
time.
Kathy, too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Buffy. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again soon, right here on Pet Pals TV.
Stop all the fighting.